Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to explain the relationship between the Holy Quran and the biology. In the Holy Quran, in many places, Allah Almighty says the origin and the characteristics of the living organisms that are present in our world or universe. And in the relationship of the Quran, we are having a verse which is Allah min al ma'i kulli shay'in hayy, which means we made every living things from the water. What is water? Water is a molecule which is made up of two atoms of hydrogen and one oxygen. And also we know that there are about 60 to 70% that the living organisms are made up of the water. In the next verse, Allah Almighty says, Allah had created every animal from the water, then some of them creep over the belly, some walk on two legs, and there are others on four legs. Allah creates what He places. It means that we also know there are penguins and other animals that creep or crawl over their bellies, and some are on two feet, such as a human being, and the other on four two feet, such as a goat, animal, sheep, etc. Then in the next verse or in the Holy Quran, Allah Almighty says He made man from clay like a potter, and these were the relationship between the. So in this verse, He says that He made a man from clay. What is clay? Clay is a simple thing that we already know what is clay is, and we are shocked to hear that we all living organisms or men are made up from clay. These were some relationship between the Quran and the biology that are explained in the ninth class books. And the next one is the Muslim scientists. There are many Muslims that contributed in the science. So one is the Jabir bin Hayyan. Jabir bin Hayyan, also known as the father of the chemistry, and he introduced the chemical investigation in the chemistry, and he and discovered the acetic acid from the vinegar. And Jabir bin Hayyan was born in Iraq and studied medicine in Iraq, and he was born in Iran. He also wrote some famous book that is known as the Al-Nabatat and Al-Haywan. These are the some books that are written by the Jabir bin Hayyan. He was born in 1721 and he died in 1815 AD. These were some books called Al-Nabatat, and second one is called Al-Haywan, which means living organisms. Next one is the Abdul Malik Ismai. Abdul Malik Ismai was born in 1740, and he also considered the first Muslim scientist who studied animals in detail. His books are many, and his famous writing such as the Al-Wahush, Al-Khayl, Al-Abil. Al-Abil means camel in English, Al-Khayl means horse in English, Al-Wahush which means animal, and last one is known as the Khalaqal Insan. These were the name on the Arabic pattern or in Arabic language such as Al Abil, Al Khail, and Al Bahush. These were the writings by the Abdul Malik Ismail, who was considered as the first Muslim scientist who contributed a great contribution, who made great contribution to the study of the science, and we are aware of the success in the different fields of science. The last one is the Abu Ali Sina. Abu Ali Sina was born late 1900 AD, and he is honored as the founder of the medicine and called as the Avicenna in the West. He was a physician, he was a philosopher, he was an astronomer, and he was also a poet. One of his famous book, which is also known as the Al-Qanun fi al-Tib, which is known as the canon of the medicine in the West, and it was taught in the Western Medical College and the hospital for over 1,000 of years. He's also known as the father of the surgery because he was the first who introduced the concept of surgery in the human mankind and made very easy so that patient might stay in healthy life. um, so these were the some contribution that were made by the Muslim scientists except Bu Ali Sina, there were also many Muslim scientists that contributed in science. Thank